Got it.
And we are live from Southside High School tonight for what we think is the best game on the schedule for Friday night. It's the McCollum Cowboys girls basketball team travel down the road, travel down 281 to play the Southside Cardinals here tonight. This is a big matchup tonight.
And we are live here from. Okay, here we go. Technical difficulties. Got to unmute my button when we start talking. But we are here at Southside High School. The McCollum Cowboys girls basketball team traveled down 281, a short trip, to play the Southside Cardinals. This is the final game of the first round. 14 games in the district season. This is game 7 for the girls. The McCollum Cowboys 5-1. If you are subscribed and watching basketball on RC Audio Sports, you saw a great game last Tuesday night. The Medina Valley Panthers beat the McCollum Cowboys in overtime. That's the Cowboys' only loss of the season so far. Southside, on the other hand, is clawing their way back into the district race. Lost their first 3 ball games, won their last 3. Their first 2 losses, first 2 games of the district season were overtime losses. This district is about as evenly matched as we can remember any district being. I'm Robert Villafranca, sitting up here at high up in the stands at Southside High School alongside Haley Wilson. Haley's going to have the play-by-play for us, and Bobby will have technical duties, camera, everything else that goes along with a stream here and putting together a good stream. So Robert Villafranca, Haley Wilson, Bobby Mendez, we're bringing it to you tonight. Let me give you a quick rundown of what we expect to see. We'll start with the visiting McCollum Cowboys. The McCollum Cowboys are coached by Ernest Lopez. He's assisted by Jacob Fernandez. Coach Lopez is in his 4th year as a head coach at McCollum. He was a Harlandale High School assistant coach under Coach Vicky De Los Santos before he took on the head coach position here at McCollum. The last 3 years in 2019-20, in 2019-2020, the McCollum Cowboys finished 6-10 in District 6th in district rankings. 2 years ago, 7-7, still not quite enough to get into the state playoffs. 5th place finish for Coach Lopez and the Cowboys then. But last year kind of turned the trend a little bit. 6-8 was the district record for the Cowboys. A 4th place finish for the McCollum Cowboys. And they are really off and running, using that as a launch pad, using last year's season as a launch pad. 5-1 in district play. They have won 10 of their last 11 ball games, really trending well here, the McCollum Cowboys under Coach Ernest Lopez. The Southside Cardinals are hosting the game tonight, and they are coached by Coach Jessica Cardenas, assisted by Coach Marcus Evans and Coach Selena Ramirez. Coach Cardenas is in her 9th season here as the head coach of the Southside Cardinals. She has led this team, the Southside Cardinals girls basketball team, to 8 playoff appearances in her 9 years, 2 district championships and a bi-district championship. So this is a heck of a program that Coach Cardenas has put together, and she's leading. Her last 3 years, 3 years ago, or I beg your pardon, 3 years ago in 2020, the Cardinals finished 4-10, finished in 7th place in district play. That was the only time that a Coach Cardenas-led Cardinal team did not make the playoffs in her 9 years of leadership. But 2 years ago, they bounced back, a 9-5 finish, 4th place in district, and advanced to the 2nd round of the playoffs. So Jessica Cardenas getting a playoff win, and the Cardinals getting a playoff win under her leadership. Last year, 11-3, 22-11 for the season, 11-3 in district, a 2nd place tie with the Harlandale Indians, and the Cardinals exited the playoffs in the 1st round. This year, the Cardinals are 15-8 overall, 12-5 in non-district play, 3-3, as we shared with you earlier. First 3 games in district play for the Cardinals were losses. The next 3 were wins. This district again. Fun fact before we move on: the 2 head coaches tonight, Coach Ernest Lopez and Coach Jessica Cardenas, both of them are alums, graduates of Harlandale High School. Jessica Cardenas is the leading scorer in the history of girls basketball there at Harlandale High School, and quite the athlete. Coach Ernest Lopez played basketball under Coach Chris Adamek, and he was on a very successful 2010 basketball season. And again, 2 Harlandale High School alums coaching tonight, Ernest at McCollum and Jessica over at Southside. So here sitting alongside Haley Wilson. Haley, what do you expect to see tonight?
Yeah, I'm expected to see a pretty even matchup, Coach. I think on paper, McCollum has a district record of 5-1. Southside's only at 3-3. However, you gave me some pretty interesting information as we were just kind of chatting about the game beforehand, and that both of these teams went to overtime with the same teams in the district. So Southside went to overtime with both Medina Valley and South San, lost both of those. McCollum's went to overtime with, shocker, South San and Medina Valley won in overtime against South San, but ended up losing in Medina Valley. So I think it's going to be a pretty even matchup tonight.
And again, the loss or the margin, the score margin has just been. The score margin has been so close, and the wins and the losses here in all the games today, that it's just it's hard for me to imagine an outcome that would shock me. These teams are so close. We're getting ready for tip-off. I'm going to pass it over to Haley Wilson. She's going to have the play-by-play for us tonight. Take it away, Haley.
So McCollum wins the tip. Easy look, trying to hit Noelisa Espinosa, trying to hit Karisma Ibarra in transition. Couldn't get her, but McCollum comes out in the half-court press here to bring the defensive pressure early, and Southside's able to break that pretty seamlessly as Michaela Flores does a little bit of a dribbling. They're passing around the outside. Long shot by number 5, Bethany Garcia. No good, but the putback good by number 31, Gabriela Galvan, and she's on the board, has a chance for 3 early here in this game. We didn't get to bring you all of the starters tonight for action. They got right to it as Galvan missed the free throw. McCollum rebound by Mancha. And Miranda Garcia brings the ball up, hoping to get started early. Easy drive, lay in, just a little long, little strong with it. Rebound, Cardinals. And the layup good by number 5, Bethany Garcia. A little body action, but refs let him play, and a quick 2 for Garcia. The Cardinals come out in a swarming full court press. As Garcia again looks to get going. Quick dish to Karisma Ibarra. Ball tipped around a little bit. Southside going aggressive on defense here. Espinosa looks for her shot, looks for an opening, can't find one. She dribbles out, kicks to Ibarra. With the dribble fake, the easy layup, just in and out again, but a good look for Ibarra. One of those will fall. And a great save by Bethany Garcia. The lay-in, shot no good by Galvan. Rebound, Garcia. And we're going to get a blocking foul on number 5, Bethany Garcia. That's going to be the first foul of the game here tonight. Coach, very aggressive defense by Southside to get this game started.
Very aggressive defense indeed. Haley, the full court press for both teams on both sides.
Great pass from Garcia to Mancha, just misses the layup. A little transition offense for the Cardinals. No good, but they get the offensive board, kick it to Flores. Drive by Galvan, but the kick back out for the Cardinals. The 3 in and out by Flores. Rebound, McCollum. We're going to get another foul here on the Cardinals. That's going to be another one on Bethany Garcia. So 2 quick fouls for Garcia here in the first quarter. And it looks like we're going to get a sub in for Bethany Garcia. Number 21, who we might need to get a jersey check for in a little bit because we don't have a 21 on our roster. Might have been a quick jersey swap before the game. We'll get you that number shortly. Or get you that name shortly, excuse me. McCollum comes, gets their offense set, looking for their first board. The shot, Garcia's shot blocked by Sarahi Rivas. Good offense by Rivas. A long three, nothing but net for number 10, sophomore McCalla Flores. So Southside putting points on the board quickly here, up to a 7-0 lead. And McCollum returns the favor. Big three by number 2, Giselle Gonzalez. Gives McCollum their first points of the game here tonight. We're gonna get a jump ball underneath the basket here. And that ball's gonna stay with the Cardinals. Flores trying to find someone. We have a quick foul on the floor, so no shot. She was trying to hit Natalia. That foul, I believe, was on Noelisa Espinosa, her first tonight. Pass tipped by Garcia, so turnover for the Cardinals. McCollum goes inside, but blocked. Trying to get the ball into Mancha. And another three-pointer for Giselle Gonzalez. She's 2 for 2. 6 points and has the McCollum Cowboys right back in this one. The long three in and out, no good for Natalia. Heat check for Gonzalez. In and out. Ball tipped out by McCollum. So the Southside Cardinals are going to keep the basketball. Southside breaking McCollum's press pretty easily at this point. Get the pump fake by Flores. She's looking for a gap, drives left. Ball just short, in and out. Rebound, Mancha. Aaliyah with the drive. Loses it, but it's off of Southside. So ball is going to stay here for McCollum. And we get a timeout for the Southside Cardinals. Coach Cardenas wants to keep the ball here, so we're going to take a quick break with him.
You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel, brought to you by Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
Doing hair is an art, and I take great pride in it. I love my job. I opened my original hair salon on this side of town 26 years ago, and I still have some of the same clients. My location at Brooks is a dream come true. This is the right time and the right place to start a business at Brooks. The South Side is growing so much.
What makes Brooks so attractive to business owners is the environment. Employees can live, work, learn, and play all in one area. The South San Antonio Chamber of Commerce.
We're back.
And we are back here at Southside High School. McCollum Cowboys taking on the Southside Cardinals. He tried to throw it out off of McCollum, but no good. Michaela Flores picking up. Noelisa Espinosa full court, but no good. Long three, Miranda Garcia just in and out, but great offensive board by Mancha. She kicks it back out to Gonzalez. McCollum's going to pull it back out, look for something new. The drive, the spin, good by Miranda Garcia. Her first points on the board tonight. Southside just burning through this McCollum full court press, but a great defensive stand there by Mancha as Southside almost turns it over. Jump shot by Rivas, no good. But great offensive board by the Cardinals. And the long three for Michaela Flores. She's a sharp shooter. She's taking those. She's comfortable shooting from there. And Charisma Ibarra just scrapping away, trying to get an offensive board from McCollum. Great defensive effort, but Southside's going to get the basketball. Southside breaking the press again pretty easily. It's Rivas knees it out, so turnover on Southside, McCollum basketball. Wancha looking for something inside, but no good. We have a foul on Michaela Flores for Southside. Also had a sub in for the Cowboys that we didn't catch earlier. Number 32, Brianna Villarreal is in the game. Villarreal looking for a shot, drives left. Kicks it out to Espinosa. 3, Giselle Gonzalez. That is her 3rd of the night. She's already up to 9. She is 3 for 4 from the three-point line and ready to shoot early. Get the left-handed drive and the rip through by Gabriela Galvan. She's going to go to the free throw line. That foul is going to be on number 3, Miranda Garcia, her 1st of the night.
Haley, let's take another look at Giselle Gonzalez's three-point shot. She's got three three-pointers tonight. Gabriela Galvan at the line for the Southside Cardinals. She's got 2 shots coming. Well, 1 shot coming now after she made the first one. She's got 3 points, 3 points now after hitting that first free throw. Second free throw is a little bit off the mark.
The ball stolen away there by Southside, but ripped right back by Villarreal. Dish outside to Leah Mancha. 3, no good. Southside with the rebound there. And Gabriela Galvan is just burning up the court every chance she gets with the fake outside and the left-handed finish. Great move by Galvan. I don't know if we're able to see that one again, Coach, but that was a nice move.
I think we got that one. Let's take another look at that as Galvan quickly, coast to coast, as they say, right down, finds the seam, and she can shoot that left-handed or right-handed layup. This time she went left and nailed that layup.
Mancha, so brings the ball up here. She drives right, taking a little contact with the dish out to Villarreal, but she's going to travel a little bit. And Coach Cardenas for the Southside Cardinals is in it. She was very excited about the defensive effort there from her Cardinals. Quick dish inside. Shot no good, but great offensive board there for the Cardinals. Kick out. Pass around. Long 3 wide open from Michaela Flores. No good. And we're going to get a foul on, I think that was a foul on Aaliyah Mancha, her first tonight. I'm not sure what happened there. We also had Gabby Gamboa check in the game for McCollum. And a big 3 by Sarahi Rivas, her first points of the night. This is like a 3-point shooting contest so far in this first quarter, Coach.
They can hit the 3. That's obvious in the first 8 minutes. A big steal to the basket.
Picked off by Southside. Again, by number 21. We're still going to try to get you guys her name, but she's up to 2 points, and that's going to do it here for the first quarter. Southside Cardinals leading the McCollum Cowboys 18-11. You're watching the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel, brought to you by Live from the Southside website and magazine.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
And we are back here at Southside High School, where we just finished the first quarter of action. See the Southside Cardinals talking about all the things they did right during that first quarter, up 18-11 on the McCollum Cowboys. It's been a sharp shooting contest so far. A couple of Cardinals, Michaela Flores already up to 6 points. Gabriela Galvan also up to 6 points. So it's going to be an interesting next three quarters as McCollum gets the basketball and still is feeling the defensive pressure from the Southside Cardinals. The drive by Villarreal. She's fouled. They're going to wave it off. They're going to call a foul on number 10 off of the basket. So that's going to be a foul on Michaela Flores. But what a good drive there by Villarreal. McCollum falls on the basketball, some fighting for it. And we got an update for you guys. So number 21 is Gabriella Davis. And she's already she's made a big impact. 2 points off of the bench, just bringing the defensive pressure.
Nice flow to this ball game, Haley. A big game, high stakes for both teams, but in first quarter, both teams really up to the task. I really don't sense a lot of nerves. It's just like, hey, let's get to work.
Yeah.
And great execution on both sides.
Yeah, very a good pace, I would say. In the last game that we covered, the last McCollum game that we covered was real quick, real jarring, and really exciting basketball. But this one definitely has a bit more of a calm feel to it. Southside, great ball movement, kicking the ball around. The drive, the great dish there. Oh, just in and out for Gabriela Galvan. But Southside keeps the basketball, and Serahi Rivas is fouled on the way up, so she's going to have the chance for 2 here. That foul was on, I think it was on number 10.
Let's take another look at Serahi Rivas, a senior on this ball club, and she's a little bit of the Energizer bunny on this. She's just a motor for this team. We've seen her before. She's got great defensive effort as soon as she steps on the court, and she's gonna play all 94 feet. So you can watch her. Doesn't get a lot of points. She's not one of the high scorers on this squad, but believe you me, she is integral to their success.
Absolutely. And that foul, correct me, was on Noelisa Espinosa. So she goes and takes a quick break on the bench.
This one goes against number 21, and now we know that that's Gabriella Davis. And so she gets called for a foul there. The Cowboys will bring the ball in about 74 feet away from their own bucket, trailing by 7. It's 18-11.
Great pass to Garcia, who kicks it to Diamond Ramon in the corner. Villarreal. It travels. She's looking for a foul call. She thinks she got checked a little bit, which I think caused her to drag her foot, but no call. So turnover there for the Cowboys. Cardinals pick it up. And a great left-hand drive by Gabriela Galvan. She has no fear in driving directly to the basket, getting to the line for the Cardinals team. That foul is on number 3, Miranda Garcia, her second.
That the previous foul actually put the Cardinals in the bonus. So now 18 fouls against the Cardinals. Now 18 fouls. Against the Cowboys, put the Cardinals 2 away from the double bonus. And Gabriela Galvan gets 2 shots at the line there. She was fouled in the process of shooting. Gets her first one once again. 19-11 is the score, and she'll miss her second shot. Big rebound. It's Gabby. Big boards, Gamboa.
McCollum just getting swarmed by these Cardinals, and that's going to be a jump. Or excuse me, that's going to be a timeout on Coach Lopez. He wants to draw out how they're going to break this aggressive Southside Cardinals press.
You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel, brought to you by our friends at Brooks.
Finding the right home is hard. Now finding the right realtor, that's the easy part. Vanessa G. Medina with Proper Realty will work hard to help you find the right home for you and your family. Contact Vanessa today and let Proper Realty help you find your dream home.
And we are back here at Southside High School, where the McCollum Cowboys are trailing the Southside Cardinals 11-19. Coach Lopez just took a timeout to chat through how to break this full court press. Quick jump shot by Gamboa, a little long. Long three. Fouled on the way up. That's going to be on number 32, Brianna Villarreal.
A three-shot foul. Gabriela Galvan fouled in the process of taking a shot behind the arc. And that was number 32, Brianna Villarreal, called on that foul. Gabriela, again, a fine free throw shooter, nails her first one. She's got two more coming. The score 20-11. Now the Cardinals have taken a 9-point lead. We're in the second quarter here of the seventh ball game of 14 district ball games in 28-5A. The Southside Cardinals 3-3. The McCollum Cowboys 5-1. Gabriela looking to make three in a row. She does. Extends the lead to 11 points now, 22-11 as the Cowboys bring it in against a tough press.
And there it is, a double dribble on the McCollum Cowboys. So turnover McCollum. Cardinals get the basketball. Gabriela Galvan, she's already up to 10, averaging 15.2 points a game. So it looks like she is going to probably surpass her average tonight, scoring a lot and early. The left-handed drive, and the chance for the and one for number 31, Gabriela Galvan. She was hacked on the way up, didn't matter, finished it.
Let's take a look at that again. Gabriela Galvan, this time with an and one opportunity, has an opportunity at three the hard way. She just hit three in a row on a foul on a three-point shot. Just hit her fourth in a row there. Gabriela Galvan really money from the free throw line for the Southside Cardinals. 25-11, a 14-point lead now. Cardinals still pressing.
Great little dump pass from Karisma Ibarra to Gabby Gamboa. Gamboa hit on the way up, so she's going to have the chance for two here. That foul, I think, was on number 21, Gabriella Davis, who went over, just got a high five from Coach Cardenas, said, no big deal, don't worry about it, shake it off.
The Cardinals now with 6 team fouls in the half, and the next whistle against them will put the Cowboys in the bonus alongside with the Cardinals. The Cardinals in the double bonus now for the remaining 6 minutes of the half, Haley, and here comes Gabriela Galvan with a big board.
The rebound by Gonzalez, a quick foul. It's going to be on number 10, Michaela Flores. That's going to be her third. So we're going to see a sub come in for Flores, Bethany Garcia.
That'll be a 1-1 as the Cowboys have entered the bonus. We've got 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to play here in the first half. Both teams in the bonus. McCollum in the simple bonus and the Cardinals in the double bonus.
So, Coach, if you're McCollum, what's your game plan right now? How are you trying to chip away at this before halftime?
The press is the press has given him a lot of trouble, and again, Haley, it's sometimes it's the difference between made shots and missed shots. They've had a couple of opportunities where they had numbers and really had some pretty good looks. They're just not hitting them. I think that, perhaps having asked me that, the difference is going to be on the defensive side. The Cardinals scoring at a real high clip here. They're just going to have to put some stops, like Gabby just did. Nice little deflection there, but it's going to, the comeback is going to come on the will come on the defensive side. 25 points already for the Cardinals. 5 minutes away from half, so they're at a good mid 60 pace right now.
Cardinals being patient, looking for something inside, but tipped away. Good defense by April Flores.
Carisma not to be denied, and she's Bethany Garcia. I've got her down for 3 fouls, Haley, and
Yep.
she was substituted earlier. She's a big part of the Cardinal scoring machine, but it doesn't seem like they really faltered that much with her on the bench. Coach Cardenas is going to send another sub and give Bethany some more time on the bench with 3 fouls here early in the second quarter. Carisma Ibarra at the line for the Cowboys, and she's good on her first. And, again, it's, the basic things. You can say this about every game, but your free throws are very important when you're coming from behind. Clock is stopped. You got to hit them. Carisma does that here and gets the margin within 11. But the Cowboys back on defense. This is where they're going to have to make their difference.
Southside being patient, tipped out by Ibarra. She's bringing it on both ends of the floor.
Cardinals a very good passing team. You can count the dribbles over here. They don't do a whole lot of penetrating, or they don't move the ball much with the dribble. It's the pass that moves the ball around, and the Cowboys are going to have to figure out a way to get in the lane.
And Galvan waiting, mixing it up, looking for something. And the quick turnover pass from Serahi, just a little bit hot. And you know there's another big game in San Antonio tonight that just tipped off. The Spurs hosting the Warriors down at the Alamo Dome. It's going to be a huge one.
But it's not the RC Audio Sports Game of the night.
No, so I would be willing to bet that we get more streams, more views than that. But it should be exciting. 164,000 folks down there. So if you're watching this game, we appreciate you tuning in. The steal by April Flores for McCollum. As she hits Gonzalez in stride, but she just takes one extra step. And we're going to get another timeout for Coach Cardenas of the Southside Cardinals. You're watching the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
And we are back here at the Southside Cardinals Gymnasium, where Southside's leading the McCollum Cowboys 25-14. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left here in the second quarter. Southside just doing a really good job of scoring and then scoring in transition, I would say. And that's kind of where McCollum is getting beat at up to this point. But we'll see what the Cowboys do with the last couple of minutes here left in the half.
I think it's important to note, Haley, how the Cardinals are really trying to expand that Cowboy defense, and they're making them play defense a long way away from the basket, and of course that's going to open up some passing lanes and some lanes to get into the paint. Carisma.
From there, Carisma just giving so much effort. And we get a travel on Southside. Coach Lopez frustrated. Feels like Ibarra was just kind of thrown on the ground, and referees let it slide, but turnover. So ball goes back to the Cowboys. April Flores brings it up.
A lot of pressure by the Cardinals, a long way from the basket, forcing the Cowboys to pick up their dribble. But the Cowboys back in a zone defense. The Cardinals playing a real tight and aggressive man defense on their side.
Yeah, McCollum dropped back in the zone. Coach curious as to maybe why McCollum's not pressing. I think maybe they're just getting beat on it a little bit too frequently earlier in the game, and so it might be safer for now to just play him in half court.
One of the things that stands out to me about Southside is just I think they've got such great ball handling skills. All five of them, you can all five of them are guards, and it's tough to go one-on-one against them because they're just really good ball handlers. Behind the back, there's Gabriela, picks it up off to the corner, and Davis back over to Galvan. Boy, they're just doing a great job of moving the ball. Sarai just missed Davis inside.
The drive, the block by Gabby Gamboa. Good defense, patient defense by McCollum there.
That's a good argument for a zone. Little bit of a goalie there. Some rim defense, and Gabby not expecting that pass, so she's going to go back to the defense where she had a nice block the last time they were on that side of the court. 25-14, we're under 2 minutes, an 11-point lead for Southside. Again, a lot of patience. The Cardinals with a lot of patience, letting a shot present itself. They get an offensive rebound, and looked like Galvan may have gotten away with a kick, but the ball goes out of bounds against Southside anyway, so it's a moot point. And Aaliyah Mancha has been on the bench for a minute. She's coming back in to the ball game along with number 32 for the Cowboys. That is Brianna Villarreal.
Have fresh legs for the last minute, 20 seconds left here for McCollum in this. And they are going to call a offensive foul on Villarreal. So as soon as she comes in, picks up her third.
Haley, I really can't remember the last time the Cowboys took a shot down here. They just really haven't gotten a shot. Surely not a good shot in the last couple of minutes. So that Cardinal defense is really doing its job.
They're just swarming, and then what's most lethal for the Cardinals at this point now is as they've been for the last 4 minutes just taking their sweet time on offense.
They had 25 points 5 minutes ago, and with a 9-point lead now, Coach Cardenas obviously wants to shorten the game just a little bit, fewer possessions, and of course, in order to do that, you've got to you can't give the ball away like they just did, but. We were talking about the Cardinals having 25 points at the 5-minute mark of the quarter, and they still have 25 points, and they still have a 11-point lead.
Yep. McCollum needs to score a few times here before halftime. The screen by Gamboa, the floater, no good by Espinosa. Rebound by Southside, so might be the last possession of the half that we see here as Galvan drives to the left. Quick floater, it's good. She's up to 15. And Southside not letting off of the gas with the full court press on. McCollum breaks it. To give it to Mancha, looking for something.
Just the Cowboys just not getting Cowboy shots. These are not the shots that we usually see. We're going to take it back to the the replay back to Gabriela's penetration here. Gabriela Galvan's penetration to the bucket, left-hand layup to extend the lead to 13 points. 27-14 is the score as Aaliyah goes to the line for 2 shots. You just don't see the shots that we are used to seeing McCollum shoot. I don't know that Miranda has gotten a good shot in this half. The Cardinal defense really stifling the Cowboys' scoring efforts. 2 for 2 for Aaliyah, and the margin back to 11. Gabriela will take the last shot of the half. Oh, it's close. It's short. 27-16. We're going to go into halftime with the Cardinals leading by 11. And we have got a good game here. We will be right back after a word from Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my sister, my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to create young men and women, providing for the city Southside, and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns that you may have as well.
When we got a look at the gorgeous historic Hangar 9, we knew it was the perfect place for our wedding. It provided the blank canvas we needed to plan our dream wedding, and it fit our 370 guests easily. We had family come to Brooks from all over the world. We booked over 60 rooms at the Embassy Suite. It meant a lot to have our wedding at such an important historic landmark.
Revitalizing former military buildings helps us preserve our history, like the Air Force Officers Club, which is becoming Southerly Coast and Comfort. People from all over San Antonio will be able to sit back and enjoy a meal in the exact place where history unfolded. Nearby, the former Air Force Chapel will be transformed into an exciting restaurant concept. Readapting historical sites takes a little longer, but Brooks is committed to preserving their past while creating opportunities for the future.
We're at halftime here at Southside High School. The Cardinals leading the McCollum Cowboys 27-16. We've got a report from McCollum, from Cowboy Country. Steve Mancha, how are the boys doing over there at McCollum High School?
Right now they lead the Southside Cardinals 38-29. It's been a fast-paced basketball game. They're going up and down the court. Cedro Gonzalez and Enrique Torres. It's Cedro Guajardo and Enrique Torres are leading the team, both in double figures. I believe Cedro has 14 and Enrique has, if I'm not mistaken, 15. Right now it's 38-31. Like I said, a real fast-paced game. Not a lot of defense going out there for the most part. But real exciting game.
All right, Steve Munchen reporting from McCollum High School, where the Southside Cardinals boys basketball team is playing. 38-31 is the score there at McCollum. The Cowboys lead. Thank you, Steve, very much for that halftime report.
Oh, you're welcome. Let me on.
All right, that was Steve Muncha. We are again here at Southside for the girls basketball game between McCollum and Southside. We are at halftime. We'll be right back.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
Finding the right home is hard. Now finding the right realtor, that's the easy part. Vanessa G. Medina with Proper Realty will work hard to help you find the right home for you and your family. Contact Vanessa today and let Proper Realty help you find your dream home.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city Southside, and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns that you may have as well.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
And we are back at Southside High School for this seventh game of the 28-5A girls basketball district schedule. The Southside Cardinals looking to get a win against a top 4 team. As a matter of fact, the top team in the district, McCollum tied for first with Medina Valley and South San. So this would be a big win for the Southside Cardinals if they can maintain an 11-point lead. Haley, bring us up to speed with the foul situations and points.
Yeah, absolutely. Gabriela Galvan has been absolutely crushing it on offense for the Southside Cardinals. She has 15 points, no fouls, so she's probably not going to be resting at all if not needed, right, during this second half. Michaela Flores is in a bit of foul trouble. She has 6 for the Southside Cardinals, but they've really been the 2 leading scorers. Now, for McCollum, Giselle Gonzalez started off really hot with 3 threes. She has 9 points, but it was pretty quiet in that second quarter. But she's pretty much been the offensive firepower. Charisma Ibarra in the second quarter, trying to drive a lot more, trying to get to the basket, more free throws. But really the only person in foul trouble for the McCollum Cowboys is Brianna Villarreal. She has 3. And I guess Aaliyah Mancha, she took a little bit of a break in the second quarter with 2 fouls.
You've talked about the second quarter being a little bit quieter with scoring, but a lot of that coming from Coach Cardenas' strategy to pull the foot off the gas just a little bit. And she's comfortable with an 10-point lead. Again, extend the possessions and the time of possession so that there are less opportunities for the Cowboys to cut into the lead. So we'll see if that second quarter strategy carries on into the third quarter. The Cowboys bringing the ball in. It's going to be Charisma down by 11 to Miranda.
And we saw this last game that we had the chance to cover, McCollum at Medina Valley. The same thing happened. McCollum just wasn't necessarily clicking in that first half and came out in the second half completely on fire. So still, at this point, I think this game can go either way, and Coach Lopez did a really great job of making adjustments in the last game that we got to cover for them.
And Gabriela gets a little 5-footer there, unable to get it to fall. The Cardinals come quickly back, looking for some early offense. Coach Cardenas slowing them down. The Cardinals really showing a lot of patience and waiting for a shot to present itself. They're not going to force it. There's a 7-footer there and unable to convert Kristen Moreno. So the Cowboys back quickly.
Looking to score. Kick to Gamboa. Jumper just a little bit long, but great offensive board and kick again.
No, Lisa can hit that one right corner, unable to go there.
The tip by Garcia, but she knows that she can't snag it, so she drops back on defense. Smart call by Garcia.
The dilemma here, there's a nice block by Gabby Gamboa, but the dilemma for the Cardinals, the dilemma for the Cowboys as they play defense is if they play a lot of help defense on the ball, then they're pretty much conceding the kick out, and the Cardinals again can hit that three. We saw that in the first. Quarter. So you can't do a lot of help defense. You come off of your man, and you get the kick out pass, and you give up a shot, at least a look at that 3-pointer. So the Cowboys really having to stick to their man and in their defense. There's Gabby losing the handle there and unable to convert. Aaliyah Mancha called on a foul there. Coach Lopez not sure he agrees with that. So that is, I believe, the first foul of the half, the Cowboys' first team foul. Still, no one has scored here in the third quarter. The board, Gabby.
Couple good looks there by Galvan, even getting her own rebound, but couldn't get it to fall. They hit Gabby in transition. Bucket in and out. Rebound by Flores as Rivas burns up the court. Long three by Flores, but she's comfortable with it. And that's exactly why. Big three by Michaela Flores. She's up to 9 points. That's her second long three of the game tonight.
Aaliyah Mancha tries to answer from the left corner. The Cowboys able to bounce that off of Gabby Gamboa. That was Bethany Garcia, who's had a lot of time on the bench tonight because she's been in foul trouble, but you can see how important she is to the team. Let's take a look at that 3-pointer while we have a chance. A little break in the action. Long three, as you called it.
She's had two of those. A great drive and dish.
So there again, Gabby Gamboa coming over for some help defense, and Galvan able to kick that out to Krista Moreno, a 10-footer from the baseline. So again, that really presents a dilemma for the defense when you can't help. And in order to do that offensively, is you got to be hitting your 10-footers, your 15-footers, and Southside is doing that.
The steal by Michaela Flores. Pump fake, and that's going to be a charge drawn by number 3, Miranda Garcia, just in fantastic position. And Coach Cardenas is not happy with that call.
Well, Miranda looked like she was in a good spot there and squared up. And as you can see there on the replay, I think the officials got that one right.
Yeah, and I think the frustration there is that was on number 5, Bethany Garcia, and that's her 4th foul.
Oh, I see.
Of the game tonight.
That would get me off my seat as well. Carisma taking a shot, and the Cowboys just not able to convert on those looks. And here come the Cardinals once again. Aaliyah Mancha picks up a loose ball, and she's going to take it to the block. She is going to call it. Yep. That's an offensive. She called for an offensive foul there. 32-16. The Cardinals now have doubled the Cowboys. And Giselle Gonzalez coming back into the ballgame. Aaliyah Mancha back will take her seat again on the bench. But a 16-point lead for the Cardinals. The Cardinals have really slowed the game down, making it tough to mount a comeback effort. Carisma fighting Gabriela.
They're going to call a foul on Gamboa there. So, again, Gabriela Galvan.
I think Carisma had her hand on it. It looked like there was some disagreement, shall we say, from the bleachers about Gabriela picking the ball up and still having her dribble. But I think Carisma got her hand on it.
I think so, too.
That gives you a fresh dribble. So Gabriela up 32-16. 2 shots. Missed her first one. Here comes her second one. No rim, so the Cowboys will bring that in from the baseline.
Southside again. Coach, you're just coming out relentless in that full court press, trying to make it as hard as possible for these Cowboys to score. Carisma with their own rebound. Long three by Villarreal. In! A much-needed bucket for these McCollum Cowboys. That's Brianna's first points of the night. And she's cut the lead down to 13.
And those are the Cowboys' first points of the half. And again, that's one of their few open looks. Of course, that was about 25 feet away, but one of the few open looks that the Cowboys have had all game long. And on this end of the court, Krista Moreno gets it delivered to her at the block, and she's not able to convert that, but that goes off against the Cowboys.
Galvan moves. Short shot missed in and out by Krista Moreno. She's had a couple good looks here in this third quarter.
Again, the Cardinals on the offensive side of the ball are just really expanding the Cowboy defense and making them come out onto the perimeter to play defense, opening up lanes for them and creating a few more looks at the bucket. Noelisa Espinosa comes into the ball game for Carisma Ibarra.
They call the foul on Gabriela Davis for the Cardinals there. That is her third foul. So a couple of Cardinals in a little bit of foul trouble.
There's Sarai Rivas on Miranda Garcia. And again, to start the defense, Sarai Rivas will pick up. We'll pick up Miranda Garcia, and if you think back to the game, Miranda really has not had a whole bunch of looks, and credit goes to Sarai's defense there. They will switch on screens and such, but it's usually Sarai Rivas picking up Miranda as we go. Here we go. Want to see it again. Giselle tries to get Gabby on the block, and Gabby just can't find the handle.
Yeah, so McCollum just struggling to get any kind of offensive set really going here.
And again, a lot of that credit, I think, goes to Sarai Rivas, who's been able to really stick to Miranda and keep her from getting a lot of points.
Absolutely.
How many points do you have Miranda down for so far?
Miranda only has 2 points so far. So she had I think a jumper in the first quarter, and that's all I have for her.
And that's very uncharacteristic.
Yeah. When she gets going, it's a big aid to this McCollum Cowboy team.
Gabriela Davis gets a shot she looks that she likes, and again, the Cowboys unable to corral that rebound. Sarai from the elbow there. Gets a good look, can't convert. Brianna, she's going to foul Brianna here. Little hand check there for Sarai Rivas. Brianna's going to bring the ball in. 32-19, a 13-point lead for the Cardinals as we head into the fourth quarter. Still a minute and 32 seconds left to play here in the third.
Espinosa with the spin, looking for something. Miranda Garcia with the drive on the foul. And just in and out, but a really good drive. Great look there for Garcia. She's going to have the chance to go to the free throw line and get 2 here. Cut the lead down to 11.
Again, not to belabor the point, but Sarai Rivas playing defense there and just not giving her an easy bucket, making a Miranda earn everything that she gets tonight. An outstanding defensive effort so far by Sarai. She wears number 12 for the Cardinals.
Miranda Garcia 2 for 2 there. So again, brings the lead down to just 11 for McCollum. The Cardinals, as we see here, great shots, good looks. Rivas kicks it out.
The Cardinals can really be patient here with their 11-point lead. The Cowboys, on the other hand, a sense of urgency and looking for some early offense. But again, you saw that Coach Cardenas, that was a strategy that she went to in the second quarter with a 9-point lead, and so far it has proven to be a good strategy as the Cowboys have just been unable to close in on a double-digit lead. There's Noah Lisa, the freshman, at the line for the Cowboys, hitting her first free throw and getting it within 10. She makes this next one, and the Cowboys will be within 9 for the first time since the second quarter. But again, really haven't been able to do a whole lot of damage on that 10-point lead.
And she hits both of them. We had a sub for Southside as well. Natalia Esquivel in for, Michaela Flores, because she picked up her 4th foul just now. So some subs for Southside, 2. Gabriela Davis drives to the left but kicks it out. Long 3 for Rivas. It's good. Just great passing, good shot selection by Southside. They bump the lead right up, and the bucket returned by freshman Noelisa Espinosa. She gets fouled. Bucket is good, so she's going to have a chance for a 3-point play.
Let's watch Noelisa, the freshman, go to the basket there, fouled, a hard foul. She's able to hold her concentration and get that shot. She's got an opportunity here for a 3-point play to answer Sarai's three-pointer just a little while ago, unable to convert to finish the and one opportunity. So a 10-point lead as we come to about the 10-second mark here of the third quarter.
So that's going to do it here for the third quarter. Southside still leading the McCollum Cowboys 35-25. We'll be right back and bring you all the fourth quarter action. You're watching high school basketball on the RC Auto Sports YouTube channel.
Finding the right home is hard. Now finding the right realtor, that's the easy part. Vanessa G. Medina with Proper Realty will work hard to help you find the right home for you and your family. Contact Vanessa today and let Proper Realty help you find your dream home.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
Natalia, a little running hook by Natalia Esquivel.
Long 3,
Okay,
good by number 32, Brianna Villarreal. That's her second 3 of the night. So that chips the lead down to 7 for the Southside Cardinals.
Crowd starting to get into it.
The tipped away. Great defense there by Noelisa Espinosa. As Diamond Ramon just gets it swiped away from her. Sarai Rivas all over it, bringing it back for the Southside Cardinals. We're looking to slow things back down again. Rivas kicks it out. Jump shot blocked by Gabby Gamboa.
Sarai Rivas picking up Miranda Garcia at the three-quarter court and really giving her a hard time. Miranda gets a look. And the Cardinals answer with the steal. Numbers for the Cardinals, the kick out. Davis, right corner, no good.
Rebound by Villarreal. We're going to get a foul. So again, 1-1 for McCollum. This is going to be their best chance to chip away. That foul is going to be on number 14, Natalia Esquivel, her first. But that's going to bring us to 1-1.
Little break in the action. Steve Mancha reporting from Cowboy Country over at McCollum. The Southside Cardinals boys team has traveled there. 61-46 is the score. The Cowboys leading that game. That's a fourth quarter score.
And we get a foul called on Miranda Garcia under the basket for McCollum.
So the Cowboys unable to convert on free throws, but have quietly come back to within 7. I'm going to say that if they can close this to within 5, we'll see a little change in the Cardinal offense, and they're going to speed it up a little bit, and of course the margin for error gets smaller.
Sadi with the rebound, the putback, it's good.
Sadi Rivas, the motor for this team. We've seen her year in, year out, game out, really provide the spark that the Cardinals need.
Jump shot no good. Rebound, Gamboa just in and out. She's battling for those boards, and she's going to get a foul called on her for that. A little bit too much contact there for Gamboa.
So a 9-point lead again for the Cardinals, and Sarai Rivas, certainly not the tallest basketball player on the court. She gets that board and able to convert that little lay-in for the Cardinals and extend the lead back up to 9. Again, you saw the Cardinals offense pick up some of the, they picked it up a notch there with a 7-point lead. So that might be the threshold here for the Cardinals, and whether they're going to slow this game down or speed it up.
Yeah, absolutely. What a dish. Great pass from Galvan to Garcia. Just thread the needle. Great finish by Garcia. Quick little floater. And that's going to be a turnover on McCollum. So just as soon as McCollum chipped away at this lead, Southside has pushed it right back up to 11.
Gabriela Galvan there you see on the replay. A nice delivery to Bethany Garcia. It looks like they've done that once or twice before. An 11-point lead, as you say, Haley, again for the Cardinals at the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter.
Quick little jump shot. Bank is open for number 10, Michaela Flores. Southside really turning it up here offensively. Definitely not slowing it down like they were in that second quarter. Villarreal, the drive, but nothing. That ball's out on McCollum. Should be a turnover, Southside basketball.
Haley, this basketball season, it's Tuesdays and Fridays. You just don't have a whole lot of time. We've got Coach Lopez calling a timeout on the floor, but let's keep it right here. You've got the Tuesday, Friday schedule, and there's just not a whole lot of time to recover. The Cowboys' last loss was in November, right after Thanksgiving. They had 10 wins in a row, and we're 5-0, and in district play, and we may be seeing a little bit of a hangover there. That first loss in a couple of months, first loss in 10 games, first loss in 5 district ball games, and this just this McCollum's just not clicking the way we have seen them click the 2 previous times that we've had them. We've watched them against Harlandale, we watched them against Medina Valley, and this just seems a step slower than what we've grown accustomed to watching the Cowboys.
Yeah, and I'm looking here at the I guess point averages for McCollum for this year, and offensively, not to dig into the point too much, but this is by far their lowest offensive performance of the year so far. There was a game earlier in the year against Roosevelt and East Central when they scored in the 30s. But I think just offense isn't clicking tonight. Shots aren't falling. They're a little bit tired. And
McCollum offense not clicking. Southside Cardinals defense
clicking. Yeah. Yeah. So it takes both. It takes both.
Mm-hmm. So here comes Gabby. Gabby with the 13-point lead.
So 3 by Garcia, no good. So Southside still being aggressive on shot selection, not letting off the gas yet. It's Garcia with the drive. Layup just a little long. She's going to get a chance for 2. That foul was on number 12, Sarahi Rivas.
Again, making Miranda just earn everything that she gets. She's just not going to get an easy layup. Sarahi, the second time, she's gotten really beat on defense. And Miranda had the lane, and she's just not going to let her. She's just not going to give her those easy 2 points. She's got to come back and earn them. So, again, credit to Sarahi and the Cardinals defense all night long, as they've made it exceptionally tough for the Cowboys this evening.
Garcia misses the second shot, makes the first one, brings the deficit to 12. And Karisma Ibarra just all over the court here, bringing some double courts, bringing some double teams at the top of the court. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Cardenas. She wants to make sure her Cardinals are locked in for the last 3 minutes and 52 seconds of this ball game. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching high school basketball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
And we are back here at Southside High School, where the Cardinals lead the Cowboys 41-29 with 3 minutes, 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Coach Cardenas wanted to chat it out with her Cardinals, make sure they were locked in for the rest of this fourth quarter. And I wouldn't be surprised, Coach, if we see here this kind of slow-paced offense that we saw in the second quarter earlier in this game.
Again, the offensively, you really have to let a shot present itself. You just can't be in a hurry with a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter. The Cowboys, of course, turning up their defense, double teaming and trying to get into a passing lane. But it's in the Cardinals' interest again to just let the shot present itself. Why take a low percentage shot with such a big lead? Well, here comes a high percentage shot. Sarahi will miss that, get her board. And the Carisma comes up with it ultimately. So down by 12, here come the Cowboys. They'll need some big ones. Carisma can deliver, but not on that shot. A little bit short.
We're going to get a jump ball underneath. That's going to stay here with the Cowboys. But just really patient flow there. And we saw Sarahi drive to the basket wide open, but it took a couple of seconds for that play to develop. So the Cardinals in absolutely no rush as they pick it off. Great steal there by Garcia. Her eyes were all over it, but McCollum picks it right back up.
Double on Miranda right there in the corner. They're just not going to give her an easy look. Carisma can shoot, but she looks inside again, well covered, and tries to find Aaliyah, but Aaliyah had drawn a lot of defense as well. Haley, we've made this comment on social media. We were talking about it before the game, but these teams are just so, not just McCollum and Southside, but the teams in 28-5A, the top 5 teams in 28-5A are just so evenly matched. You just can't imagine an outcome that would surprise you. McCollum, won 5 games before they lost one, and here comes numbers. Sarahi's going to pull that one out wisely. Coach Cardenas says, yep, that's what we want to do.
And again, Cardinals just kind of playing keep away at this point. We had a foul on, I believe that's going to be on Diamond Ramon for McCollum. And we're going to get a substitution. Sarahi taking a breather. She had a little bit of a limp. I think she might have got hit or maybe having a little bit of a Charlie horse situation. But Natalia Esquivel checks in the game for the Cardinals. And we're going to get another foul on the Cowboys. Number 1, Karisma Ibarra.
Next whistle against the Cowboys will put the Cardinals in the bonus. Again, the Cardinals, no hurry to shoot.
And another foul there for the Cowboys on Miranda Garcia. So that is going to bring the Southside Cardinals to the line here. Put them at 1-1 for the rest of this game.
With 2 minutes to go and the Cardinals holding the ball, the Cowboys with very few options there. And Ernest Coach Lopez is going to go ahead and have them foul the Cardinals and see if maybe the Cardinals can miss 1 or 2 and come back and convert a big shot. And 2 minutes is still a lot of time, but it's hard to come back against a team like the Cardinals that can handle the ball so well and can eat up so much of the clock.
Mm-hmm. She hits it,
So when the Cardinals are hitting free throws, that of course it makes that strategy
the quest harder.
Null and void, yeah.
So Davis hits her first free throw. She's been a real asset to this team off of the bench tonight.
The Southside Cardinals 3-3, and it looks like they're on their way to 4-3 to finish in that first half of district play. 4-3. They can hold on to this lead. Again, we remind you that 2 of those 3 losses that the Cardinals suffered this year were overtime losses in the first 2 district games that they played. The first one against Medina Valley, and the second one against Southside. So, you see a record. You see a record. You see a record like 5-0, and you see another record that's 2-3, and you think that there's a big difference between the teams, and there really aren't with so many close games in district.
Yeah, and like you always say, Coach, long 3 there by Southside, but rebound McCollum. There's just a lot of parity in a lot of the sports that we cover with this district. So, we truly believe anyone can beat anyone on any night as Ibarra goes in for the layup. Really good pass there by Noelisa Espinosa to Ibarra.
It doesn't get any easier for McCollum either, as they start the second half again with Southside, a team they beat in overtime. Harlandale, a team that they beat by 3 in the first round. So just a brutal stretch for McCollum. They've got Southside tonight, and Southside, and Harlandale. Right behind them is Southwest Legacy, and Southside doesn't have a much better stretch either. It's McCollum tonight, Medina Valley, Southside, Harlandale. So this is just the first of several very, very important games. And again, fasten your seatbelts as we make it through the second half of the of district play. This is going to be a good finish. Got a jump ball called here. The arrow pointing which way pointing to Southside. So a 12-point lead, 1:20 seconds to go. So again, a very interesting second half, and don't let the first half records fool you. Just any finish. I just can't imagine a finish that would surprise me. Southside, again, and here's the thing about 28-5A basketball on the girls' side is it's most of the teams. This is peculiar. I don't remember another year like this, but most of the teams, like you see tonight, are just the core of the team are players that are coming back next year. So this is like part 1, and next year is part 2. So it can be matched up against basically the same teams for 2 years in a row. Southside, Carisma all the way to the basket, and she'll close that to within 10 points. No, Elisa with the steal. The Cowboys true to their identity, not letting up. Whoops, little travel, so Cowboys get another look, down by 10. I just can't imagine a finish here that would surprise me.
So McCollum looking to score quick here. Little jump hook, no good. And Mantra goes to put it back up as fouled, so ideal situation here for McCollum. They're able to score here with score here without time stopping. Foul on 14, Natalia Esquivel. Free throw, first one good by Mantra.
We've got a final from the boys' side of the ledger. Hardendale High School boys basketball team traveled to Eagle Pass to play the Wind Mavericks tonight in a big 71-31 point lead for Harlandale. And we'll be back on RC Audio Sports on the YouTube channel, on Tuesday for a boys' game. We've been on the girls' side of the ledger here for a little bit, but we'll have Southwest at Harlandale on Tuesday. That should be a good one. Southwest playing South San tonight. Both of those teams are 4-0.
I think that foul was on Brianna Villarreal, so that's going to be her last foul of the night. Foul's out. She goes over, gives Coach Cardenas a handshake, and we're going to get some subs here. April Flores checking in for McCollum, as well as Giselle Gonzalez. Sarahi hits the first one. Coach, and if the score holds, as it stands now, we're going to have to pick a player of the game for Southside. I think we have a couple of candidates. As Gabrielle Galvan steals it away, gets fouled. She's going to be coming to the line for the chance to shoot two.
We've got a couple of candidates indeed here. If the Cardinals hold on to this 9-point lead, we've got one that has really shined on the offensive side. We've got one that has shined pretty well on the defensive side as well.
Hard.
So that's going to be a tough call. Stay with us. We're going to take a break at the end of this game as Gabriella extends the lead to 11 again with 30 seconds left to play. And we'll come back and we'll announce our player of the game.
Long three, no good by Gonzalez. But she had a great shooting night. Hit 3 big threes in the first quarter to keep McCollum in this game. And she's going to check out for the last time tonight. Actually, it doesn't look like she is. She's standing on the sideline, so maybe just a quick breather.
Haley, I was also making the point earlier about how many of these kids are coming back for another round of basketball next year. It's really South San is really the only senior dominant team in this in the district. Jade Hillary is a senior, and Adamaris is a senior over there. I think Raven Gonzalez is also a senior. And they're really the most senior team in 28-5A. But besides them, you're going to see part 1 and part 2 out ahead to Davis. Davis's 11-point lead is going to pull it up.
And that is going to do it for tonight's game. Southside Cardinals are going to move to 4-3 in district play as they defeat the McCollum Cowboys 46-35. McCollum drops their second game in a row, so they're going to move to 5-2 in district. We are going to take a quick break while we mull over who's going to be our RC Audio Sports player of the game. Stay tuned with us here on YouTube for our post-game show. You're watching high school basketball on RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Doing hair is an art, and I take great pride in it. I love my job. I opened my original hair salon on this side of town 26 years ago, and I still have some of the same clients. My location at Brooks is a dream come true. This is the right time and the right place to start a business at Brooks. The South Side is growing so much.
What makes Brooks so attractive to business owners is the environment. Employees can live, work, learn, and play all in one area. The South San Antonio Chamber of Commerce is a cheerleader for businesses in and around Brooks, and we have a lot to be excited about. We're beginning to erase the economic gap between North and South San Antonio while still retaining our unique culture. Brooks is bringing economic prosperity to our side of town, and it's happening so quickly that the data is still catching up. Entrepreneurship is booming on the South Side. There's no limit to what can happen here.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
All right, we are back for our post-game show here. The Southside Cardinals have defeated the McCollum Cowboys by a score of 46 to 35, an 11-point lead. A big part of that win. We've got our player of the game, senior Sarai Rivas. Congratulations on the win, Sarai.
Thank you so much.
Sarai, the defensive effort tonight was just outstanding. You were challenged, I guess. You were tasked with stopping or slowing, at least, Miranda Garcia down. When did Coach Cardenas tell you that that was going to be your assignment?
After our game on Tuesday, we started focusing on McCollum, and that's when we started game planning and who's going to have who, what are we going to do. So since Wednesday. So
she's a challenge. She can score outside, she can score inside, but you did an excellent job against one of the better scorers in this district. We congratulate you. Sarai, you know, we've watched you play several sports here for Southside. We've watched you on the volleyball court, and we see you on the bat. I've called you the motor for this team. Tell us about your role on this team and how you lead it, and what is important to you that your team learns from you or sees from you.
I think that my role on the team is just to not only play defense, but I think that's my main role is to play defense. Because if I get to stop, everybody else gets hype, and then we can convert to offense, and that energy will go into offense, into scoring, and then we score. The energy from there will just go back to defense. Mm-hmm. So I think just playing my defense, moving my feet, and if I get a steal or if I get a stop, then everybody on the bench, everybody on the court gets excited, and then I think that's just my role.
Well, you've played your role very well. Haley?
Yeah, I just said you guys are now 4-3 in district play, and coming off of that was your 4th win in a row. I guess how do you use the momentum from having a nice little win streak for your upcoming games against Medina Valley and South San? How do you keep that going?
I mean, we just have to take our wins and carry it on to the next game. Mm-hmm. Whatever we can learn from this game, we move on to the next game. We use it, we play, and we play our hearts out.
You started, the Cardinals started out district play with 3 straight losses. 2 of those losses were overtime losses. How did you help keep this team together and a great finish, 4 straight wins here to end the first half of the first round? How did you keep it together after 2 tough losses like that?
I mean, everybody was pretty down after those tough losses, especially because we went into overtime and we just couldn't convert from 4th quarter to the overtime. We were in foul trouble, but everybody was pretty down. But if we just kept talking and working and going at it at practice, and once we got our momentum, we just kept going.
Well, a great job, Sarai, on the court. A great job up here with the mic. We wish you well the rest of the season. Thank you for visiting with us. This is Sarai Rivas for the Southside Cardinals. She's a senior. She's the RC Audio Sports player of the game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarai. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Doing hair is an art, and I take great pride in it. I love my job. I opened my original hair salon on this side of town 26 years ago, and I still have some of the same clients. My location at Brooks is a dream come true. This is the right time and the right place to start a business at Brooks. The Southside is growing so much.
What makes Brooks so attractive to business owners is the environment. Employees can live, work, learn, and play all in one area. The South San Antonio Chamber of Commerce is a cheerleader for businesses in and around Brooks, and we have a lot to be excited about. We're beginning to erase the economic gap between North and South San Antonio while still retaining our unique culture. Brooks is bringing economic prosperity to our side of town, and it's happening so quickly that the data is still catching up. Entrepreneurship is booming on the South Side. There's no limit to what can happen here.
And we just had a great visit with Saraí Rivas, the senior for the Southside Cardinals. We put together an outstanding defensive effort in the 46-35 win for the Cardinals over the McCollum Cowboys. Haley, any parting thoughts?
Just a good effort by both teams, but honestly, Southside really brought it tonight. I think like kind of the last game we covered, a lot of their competitive and swarming defense ended up turning to offense, and they were really just able to execute. It looked like their game plan very well. So great effort by the Southside Cardinals. Not only did Saraí play well, but Gabriela Galvan also did great. Gabriela Davis came in off the bench and scored a couple of buckets, had a couple of free throws. Bethany Garcia, Michaela Flores as well. So really balanced effort from the Southside Cardinals basketball team, and looking forward to seeing how the McCollum Cowboys kind of take this loss, like you said, 2 in a row. Kind of a tough week for the Cowboys, but I really don't have any doubt that they'll Coach Lopez will use it to kind of fine-tune some adjustments that need to be made and head into this second half of district play.
It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You've heard a lot of coaches say, and the Cowboys will have to come back together. The Cardinals came back after a couple of losses, so it's certainly an example that it can be done. But we've brought to you another great 28-5A basketball game tonight from Southside High School, where the McCollum Cowboys fell to the Cardinals 46-35. We thank you for joining. Before you cut it off, subscribe to our channel and that way you won't ever miss a live stream of ours. This is Robert Villafranca alongside Haley Wilson. Bobby Mendez just off the camera there handling technical and camera duties tonight. Again, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.